Hello, this is James with Survivors, and today we're going to talk about, will truck driving jobs go away or will truck driving be automated? This is an important question, especially if you're a truck driver like myself out on the road, and we have sometimes wondered this. But the straightforward answer to this is, I believe in this point in time, no, according to some of the research that we have out there. We have a couple examples such as the train industry. You know that the train industry has started some time back, and I believe that it was in the 70s when it started to get more automated. But what we see today is that there's still an engineer behind the train and making real life decisions. This is necessary because there's sometimes where computers cannot determine certain things. Another example that we have is aviation and flight. For 3 years I did study aeronautics and learned a lot about safety systems and flight, what pilots have to go through and things like that. We know that in 1903 the Wright brothers first invented the airplane, and even today when you think about aviation, there's still a pilot and a co-pilot behind the systems that run the aircraft, especially a pilot that has to be able to make real-time decisions based on the situation at hand. And sometimes, engineers create things that a human should have made that decision. With, for instance, the aircraft, there are systems that will pitch the nose up or down in certain situations and keep it from climbing too high. And sometimes you will see that that's so automated that pilots cannot overrun it, and so that could be a problem in flight. When we think about the trucking industry, it's no different. Of course, in the trucking industry, we have some sophisticated systems where you have adaptive cruise control. The computer can think for you. If you're following too close to a car, it will slow down. If you are departing into the right lane abruptly, it'll make a sound or warning sound. There's also other features where it will brake for you automatically. And sometimes as truck drivers, we may not like that feature because it can be too hard of a brake. And especially during weather conditions, if the roads are icy, that can cause a slide. And so you can see very easily that in the trucking industry, sometimes these highly sophisticated safety systems aren't the best. So I cannot see anytime soon truck driving being automated. I cannot see truck drivers being replaced because we need that human factor, that human mind behind everyday situations to make those judgments and calls to keep people safe. And so I believe that this question can be simply answered is that truck driving, our truck drivers are not going away anytime soon. This now brings us to a thought-provoking question. How would you feel if you were out on the road and you noticed that there was no truck driver behind the wheel of a semi? Would you feel safe if you and your family were traveling next to it? We are not condoning the fact that we have some highly sophisticated systems in the train industry, in the aviation industry, and even in the trucking industry. And some incredible safety inventions have been made. But today, I think that we are so far from automation that imagine the FMCSA, the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Association, what they would have to go through to make sure that the public is safe. What are your thoughts or comments about this? Put them in the comments below if you have thoughts about this, and we will definitely enjoy this discussion. Again, this is James with Survivors. I hope that you have a great one.